Welcome to the channel. In this episode, we get the Scout ready for the road by adding new springs, bushings, shocks, brakes, seals, and spruce up the Teardrop with a little IH bling. So stick around. One thing that has been happening is the tailgate keeps falling down, and I've noticed the spring on this side is jumped around, so just do a little adjustment and hope that takes care of it. Well, that's not going to help. Spring's broke. Well, spring's not broke. It was actually welded to the side of the vehicle. I guess that's something I had not seen before. Oh well. I'm sure the microphone is terrible because of the wind, but you can see where someone had welded it and it has broken while I was driving. You see how shiny it is. So I've been working on the spring, and I think if I can get that to ride there and take this all the way around, I might be able to get it to work at least temporarily. Maybe. We'll see. So close. Threads on there are pretty old. Well, it's helping for sure. That threads on that are pretty bad. There's just not a lot left in them. Well, we'll see. I did get it in there. It's hooked. It's ever so light hooked. I don't think it'll last too long, but it might last a little while. So lots of camps have consisted of me working on lights. Did those at the last camp. Today I'm doing the turn signal on the passenger side because it quit working. And almost exclusively, it turns out to be corroded spots, dust in the terminals. So we're here again doing it. Downside of this one is, as I did it this time, to get to the turn signal wire, I unplugged the headlight, and what I did, it just pulled the plug off the back of the headlight. So, I guess I'll be buying a new headlight. Upside is that it's never dark in Alaska when I'm driving, so at the moment I don't really need them. It does have a nice gob of solder on it. I don't know if I could get that heated up enough to stick back or not. We might have to take a look at that, but anyway. For now, just focusing on what I can do. The turn signals. What a person should make is a tool to slide on these connectors back and forth and shine them up. Kind of like a battery post terminal cleaner for car battery. Maybe you have to be awful small. I'm not sure. The sandpaper does an okay job. Just takes time. Currently, time is something I have plenty of. My new springs have arrived in Alaska, but the original shop that I was going to have do them, I ordered them and have them sent to that shop, they just told me it would be 3 weeks before they could get my Scout in. So I've called a second shop who says they can get me in next week. So we will be just camping out in Anchorage and around, waiting for that, and I've ordered brakes for the back. Now we'll take a look at the light. See if I can fix what I broke. Well, not too bad. I don't have any solder, but I had these, which are those weird connectors you see on Facebook a lot. Anyway, I never used the big ones. So I cut a piece of that solder out in a little ring, here. And I set the ring on top and heated it, and it just went right down into it. And it's all good. Yeah. Maybe I fixed that one. How many times do you start a project and end up breaking something trying to fix the first thing? I feel like it's every time I do anything. Turn them on, please. Yeah. I have headlights. All right, turn them off. Fixed. Not fixed. We'll do that again. But this time, I won't pull it back off. I'll wait until it's together and plug it back in on the right side so I don't have to remove it. Okay, that worked-ish. Let's try again. Did you see that it worked so good the other one fell off? So to recap, I'm fixing this stud that I broke while fixing that stud that I broke while trying to fix that signal light. Now, I'm not going to plug it in to show you it works until it's in the hole, and then I can drive away from here with a light. We woke up to a very foggy, moist morning. Not really rain, well, Alaska rain, which is mostly just mist. Um, Scout's doing fine. We got her started up this morning, and we're going to get off the rock bar, and head over the pass back towards Anchorage. We've been off the grid now for a couple of days, and it's time to find a hot shower and a shave. So we got a little bit to go. Anyway, let's head over the mountain. Well, the solder on the light bulb, the headlight, when I put it in, broke again, so I gave up. Napa in Seward, Alaska. Yeah, still a great view. A little foggy this morning. Alrighty, we have lights and a couple million bugs. Today we're doing a little work on the Scout. This is going to be a big week for us. We dropped the kids off at the jet yesterday. They've flown off to their respective places to have fun with friends and get on with their life. We got big things this week. We are having brake work done on the Scout at one shop. Guy's been great. He's been helping us source a mistake that is in the front there that we've finally kind of figured out, we think. It's an old vehicle, and it lived its life on the tundra, and a lot of corners were cut over the years. I'm sure you guys have never experienced that, but it does happen. And it's got a Scout 80 front axle, and when I order brakes for the front, it turns out that the brakes shoes that were on it were incorrect, probably because they were pulled off of some vehicle in a dump somewhere in western Alaska. And so when I order brakes, I ordered the wrong size and I put them on, and they just haven't done well. The cylinder, the brake cylinder, the arms that come out push at weird angles instead of straight out, and it's because I've got the wrong shoes, they think. So, hold on, I'm gonna run over here by a car. Nice Camaro. Okay, so I've ordered new shoes, and they are on their way in the mail, and we're hoping they'll get here, late this week, over the weekend maybe. Also, I ordered classic Scout parts, worked with me very well on shipping, and we've got new springs and new shocks and new shackles to put under the girl. They didn't look terrible when I came out of western Alaska. They were old and cracked a little bit, but 3,500 miles around Alaska on some pretty rough roads if you look at the videos for the Denali Highway and things like that. We've been through some rough areas, and the bushings are gone. They're just gone. It's just riding on bolts now. So we're gonna get those fixed this week. I go in, I think today is Wednesday. I think I go in Thursday for that to get those done, so you get to see that. And this morning, if you look over there, we're going to take a look at the Teardrop real quick. I have a plan, and we're going to see if we can make it happen. So the Teardrop has these little wheels on it, and I want Scout wheels. I want Scout wheels on the camper. Here, not like this, but like my spare. Okay? I have Scout hubcaps to go on my camper. So, called over this morning. I think it's called Precision Tire or something like that in Wasilla, and they're going to swap these for me. I have, this is a 5-lug pattern, but it's a 5 by 4 or 5 by 4.5, can't remember. But it's got to be a 5 by 5.5 to take a Scout wheel. So, I've got spacers, little spacers, 1 inch. And we're gonna put these rims right here on. Check them out. Gonna look good. And there's my shock, my springs, my shocks, all set and ready. It'll be a question, are you going back with a lift? Considering that currently my bump stops are sitting on my front axle because of the tilt, anything will be a lift. But no, I didn't want to lift. I want to go back original. I like the original stance. And so we're going back original with the springs. And I know some of you like spacers. No, you know, don't use the adapters. I know. I hope it doesn't bite me in the butt. We're going to do some, I'm going to use Loctite. We're going to stop, and I'm going to retighten and retighten and retighten at different points. And I'm having some professional guys do it that are going to, you know, torque them down to the correct specs and things. So hope it doesn't bite me in the rear. And this is the other thing that gives me the option, is this will give me the option of carrying one spare. Though I've still toyed with the idea of carrying two down the highway. It's a rough road. But we will, I don't know, I haven't decided yet. Just haven't decided yet. But I've got to decide in an hour because I'm headed over there. We'll see. I'm probably just going to go with one. I could use the weight. You know, you got to balance. See, I got weight issues with the Scout, the 4-cylinder, the overdrive, the slow speeds. And I'm hitting my max. You know, I keep it at 60. 60 is the sweet spot. Hit like 60. I can get 65 out of it. I might could get 70 out of it. It doesn't like it. It's a lot of shake, rattle, and rolling. So I keep it at 60, and give people lots of room. Okay, it's going to look a lot different in a couple of days. So stick around and see if we can make this tilty, saggy thing into at least a smooth ride, and maybe I can put the camera on the window again and you don't go, you know, while we're going down the road. So, check it out. Oh, that's gonna look so good when I get those fenders put back on now. And get the international caps put on. I can't wait. Even this one has a hubcap. Those are a little dusty. But that's looking pretty snazzy. This morning to have the springs installed. They showed up, they've got good parts, all the pieces seem to be there, and Moore & Sons says they can get it done, get an alignment done, and get it put back together today. So we'll see. Level that thing is setting. Looky there, square, level, new springs, new shocks. See what we got from the side here. is. It definitely is firmer, which went across 3 lanes of traffic. And in Anchorage, where all of the studded tires are, there's always these dips between every lane, and it went across. There wasn't any squeaking or cracking, banging. Very nice. When I stand off to the side and I look at it, it looks like the front is a little higher than the back. I wish it was the other way around, but when I mentioned it to the tech, he said that it'll all settle, that it just takes a little time for the bushings to, and the springs, after hitting a little bit, will kind of settle out to where they need to be. I hope that's true. He did seem to, he was adamant that it will be okay. And when I put the tongue of the trailer on it, it's going to be a little bit more. Yeah, but it looks good. It absolutely looks good. Just keep an eye on it. The shocks are, yeah. Having shocks makes a huge difference. I had some shocks under there that they're actually rusted off. I just don't know what the heck. He said the alignment was off quite a bit. He gave me a printout. I don't totally understand it, but there's a lot of, on the before there's lots of red, and on the after there's lots of green, which I think is good. Take a look, but it could be just a little more vibration in the drivetrain now, and that might be because it's been a little higher than before. We'll have to check that out. I've only gone like a block, so it's hard to know for sure. I get up on the road and really move. But right now we're headed over to Sportsman's Warehouse to buy a new Yeti cooler, because our cooler, it's running through ice pretty quick. It's just a crappy old, Coleman or Igloo or something from Walmart that we've had for years. And as much as I'm spending on ice, it's time to buy something a little nicer. Well, out to supper tonight, and we decided this place looked promising. And it was.
What are you doing?
Put your Velcro up. For her. What do they call them? Wind walls?
Wing wall.
Wing wall. Basically just go from corner to corner and fill in that triangle. Keeps the wind from messing with your cooking so bad.
Keep reaching.
Stretch.
Keep reaching.
Stretch. Good job.
Really?
I guess I could help.
No, it's okay. I got it.
I'm
It's
videoing
good.
at the moment.
It's good.
Nice.
There you go.
Ta-da! You happy?
One.
Ha ha ha.
And sticky fingers.
Sticky fingers to go with you. That has been a big week and a half of work on the Scout. If you wanted an episode that was just working on the Scout, you got one. Next week, we will be hitting the road, or in the next episode. In fact, we'll be hitting the road tomorrow, headed for the border. The plan is to go up towards Tok, Alaska, and we won't be going out of Alaska on the Alaska Highway. We're going to go north to Chicken, Alaska, through the northernmost border crossing, and then to Dawson City, Yukon. Then back down to the Alaska Highway, and then on south, with the goal of going to Rocky Mountain Rendezvous in Salida, Colorado, and then we will be driving east, maybe north, maybe back to the Yellowstone. My son we're thinking about having him come down and visit and hang out with us if it's not too hot. We will see. Anyway, then we're headed to Harvester Homecoming and then to Virginia. So be sure and like and subscribe to the channel. If you have any comments or questions, please put them in the comments below. We absolutely love getting those, and thank you to the people who have done it. Yeah, so we're ready. I think it's time. So thank you very much for watching, and we will see you on the road.